And welcome back. It is now time for our daily question of the day, brought to you by Canopy Tree Service. We want your input at home, so go to ozarksfirst.com/vote or scan that QR code right there on screen below Tommy T over there to share your answers. Okay, today's riveting question. What is your favorite flavor of M&Ms? Let's see the options here.
Okay, what do we have?
So we have milk chocolate, dark chocolate, peanut butter, caramel, fudge brownie, pretzel, almond, crunchy cookie, or other. Two things real quick.
I didn't know there were that
One,
many.
didn't know there was this many. And also, when it said flavor in the prompter, I actually thought Charles was going to just like have all the different colors on here, even though it's all the same. But there's the whole gimmick commercially, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So this is better than what I thought it was going to be. I didn't know there's all these options, though.
Isn't there also a crispy one that tastes like, a Nestle's Crunch, the idea of that?
Would that be the crunchy cookie, or is that different?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know that I've tried like even half of these special flavors. Peanut is far in the lead right now. I actually
4, maybe 5, but one of them isn't up there.
I will say, fun fact about myself that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
I do not like. Okay, I shouldn't say like I'll eat it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of peanut butter. But something about a peanut butter, whatever M&M, I can do. I think it's good.
Okay.
That and a Coke, best snack ever. Learned that from my dad and my grandparents. But
well, in the South, the tradition is you drop peanuts into a bottle of Coca-Cola. That's how you drink them, and then you eat the peanuts. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look it up.
I don't know if I will. Okay, in my defense, I never know whether to take him seriously.
That's true. I understand that, but that's true. Put a bunch of peanuts in the Coca-Cola.
Okay, all right. I'll look it up later. I'll do some research, as they say.
Would you? Okay, so then you think peanut is your favorite?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but I can do it. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I guess milk chocolate would be like the standard, right? Like that's the normal.
That's just the plain chocolate M&M.
The normal standard M&M would probably be my favorite. But I do like a peanut. Oh, there's peanut and peanut butter. I didn't even realize that. So probably the peanut butter M&M. I don't know. But I also do like the pretzel ones. I have had those before. And
those are good.
Yeah.
I agree.
The fudge brownie I would be all about, but I've never had it. And I don't think I've had the caramel either, or the almond, or the crunchy cookie.
Yeah.
There's so many options here.
Well, I've had a crispy one. I've had pretzel. I've had
getting choked up.
Caramel one. Yeah, it's just choking.
It's just too much, I know.
Peanut butter. I've not had dark chocolate because I really don't care for dark chocolate. Milk chocolate would be my go-to. But yeah, I'll eat a peanut M&M as well.
You don't like dark chocolate?
Not really. It's that bitter taste.
For some reason, that kind of shocks me.
Well, milk chocolate has that sweet taste to it, and dark chocolate has more of the bitter taste.
Yeah.
So I think if I'm eating chocolate, because that's the way I grew up, I expect something sweet.
That's fair.
Not bitter.
I think that's super fair.
Yeah. It's not like I won't eat it. It's just I don't.
Okay, I want some audience input. Owen, which one would you pick? You voted peanut.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important. All right. Tom Schmidt, what's your favorite M&M? Peanut. Peanut's the fan favorite, I guess, and it's winning in our poll as well. So, Producer Charlie, what's yours? Peanut. Who's directing?
So those are the 3 people who voted for peanut, right?
And Kira said peanut.
Peanuts and Kira. See?
I mean, everyone loves peanut M&Ms. This is probably just our staff. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I mean.
Oh my gosh! All right, well.
So I'm kind of the outlier there with saying I like the milk chocolate.
Yeah, I know. When I said that, I didn't know everyone else was going to say that too.
Yeah, so we're standing alone.
Except not really, because everyone voted with me. Yeah, well, I would like to try this crunchy cookie one. I think that would be interesting.
I don't know that anybody has tasted it.
I know.
So far it says 0.
We should do that. I'm kind of sad no one voted other, because I would love to know what other flavors people like that are like maybe specialties or limited or whatever.
When he said we should do that, it was because our producer said we could do a taste test of that, just so you know what it is. Yeah, he hears voices in his head.
Well, there's the producer and then the other voices, you know.
Yeah. And sometimes they have good ideas.
Sometimes it's the angel and the devil, but anyway.
That's it.
All right, well, we will check in on this question of the day later in the show, so thanks for giving your input now.